This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update for you. I guess Jeff Hardy was reportedly sent home following a match that took place on a WWE house show over the weekend. I guess some unusual stuff happened in a match where he teamed with Xavier Woods and Drew McIntyre against Roman Reigns and the Usos on a house show in Texas. I guess Hardy spent most of the match in the ring and was said to have appeared sluggish. And then after he tagged McIntyre at one point, he just walked out of the match through the crowd and did not return. And I guess the following night, the same match happened on a different house show. He was replaced by Rey Mysterio. So who knows? He does have a history of substance abuse, but I wouldn't blame him. WWE seems like such a terrible job these days. If he wanted to take something before going out there to wrestle, but who knows? I guess we'll know more as time goes on, but he's one of the best talent that they have on their roster still, and still moves really well considering all the crazy stuff he's done over the years and the accidents he's been in and everything. So wish him nothing but the best. Jerry Lawler apparently signed a new WWE deal according to PW Insider. They're having a Raw show tonight in Memphis, and his previous deal was set to expire at the end of the year. The last one he signed in 2019 was a 2-year contract extension. And there has been a lot of Jerry Lawler content on this footage because I've been given a bunch of matches that he's had for an independent company in Memphis to post. So he's still on the indies too. He's one of the WWE guys that has a clause in his contract that allows him the freedom to still do indie shows. The Rock's movie Red Notice, that also stars Ryan Reynolds, is the #1 movie on Netflix right now, and apparently 277.9 million people have seen it. I did watch it last night. I was going to review it, but I can't really give it a fair review because I fell asleep a bunch of times in the movie, but that's not necessarily the fault of the movie. From what I saw of it, it was pretty good. And I did watch it with Blaze, and she really enjoyed it. And Ryan Reynolds is from Canada, by the way, for the Canadian fans watching out there. Francisco Jeff still makes a ton of money, and he's still one of the best wrestlers on the roster. I saw the Survivor Series, and he was one of the most impressive people on the Survivor Series. Am I even going to try to read this? Peter Carr, we don't know, but it appears him walking out at the end of the match was a shoot. And honestly, I don't really care. And Mr. Black says Jeff needs to hang it out. He's still making a lot of money. WWE, I believe they just recently re-signed him, probably because they didn't want him to go to AEW. And the point of wrestling is to make money. So why would he not continue to make money when he's still more entertaining than 98% of the wrestlers on their roster? Gregory saying hi from Kentucky, where I was a few years ago. By the way, I did post a new interview with Bradshaw on this channel today from John Paz. And he also sent me 2 Vince Russo interviews, one about writing for WWE, one about writing for WCW, where he goes in depth on those times. Mike, both Matt and Jeff should be in the Hall of Fame. Carlos telling me great job. Cryan said, that's an interesting name. Hope he gets better. Who even knows what the issue was? We don't know what the problem was. Maybe he was just pissed and walked out of the match. Mike, I'm not going to get a Yorkshire Terrier. There's a lot of comments. James, let's take a look at your view. You can't see it because the sun is shining in, but you can actually see it from multiple rooms in this house. If I go and stand on the balcony, you can see it. But it's snowing out there today. Someone says, I am the best from Jamestown, New York. Appreciate it. Extreme Abyss says Jeff Hardy is more entertaining than Matt. No comment. No comment. I did post some footage of Matt and I on here that was live streamed when I was drunk a couple of months ago, since nobody had the sense to tell me to stop recording when I was drunk. So when I woke up in the morning and saw that I had been live streaming all of this, I was quite shocked, to say the least. But yeah. Woo from Chuck. All right. I have some more work to do here. Someone's asking what happened to Matt. Nothing. It was Jeff. Matt wrestles for AEW and was on indie shows as well. And speaking of indie shows, I'll plug it because it's coming up just in a couple days. World Class Pro Wrestling this Saturday, December 11th. Kids are free with the purchase of an adult ticket. You don't want to miss this if you live in the Dallas area.